Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 20th IRF Racquetball World Championships. We are here in Guatemala City, Guatemala. The implications here in this match is the winner will move on to the finals. I am Dean Bear, and joining me in the booth is Maria Gomar from Guatemala. Maria is not only a coach of the juniors, which this is very important because the juniors are going to be coming up in the next couple of days, but you're part of the organizing committee here, and which is responsible for creating this facility. So, Maria, first of all, welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you so much, Dean. It is an honor. It is a privilege, not only to be here accompanying you, but to have this amazing tournament championship, have these two amazing championships happening in Guatemala.
It's got to be really good for not only the players of Guatemala, but you guys, the coaches, the guys that work hard, like Dr. Ware. I mean, you guys kind of created this facility, and it's, first of all, it's beautiful. I have to say. I've been in a lot of places. You know that.
Yes.
But this place is really nice. And I see that there's another equal stadium court being built.
Coming
It's
up.
almost done. So we have 9 out of 10 courts that we're using. But it's a fantastic facility. So congratulations on your guys' effort.
Thank you so much. It's been a dream that we've wanted to have happen for more than 10 years. And we can finally say that we're here at the World. So yes, this is, it's a dream come true.
Absolutely. So let's talk about these two ladies coming up here. We got the number 1 seed, Paola Longoria. She's taking on, I'm pulling up the draw right here. This is the top half of the draw. So she's taking on 1 versus 4. And we saw on the bottom half, the Americans, the United States, they had 11, I think they were the 11th seed and the 14th seed, 15th seed. So hats off to the United States delegates that are here. But right now we got Argentina versus Mexico, Paola Longoria and
Natalia
Mendez
Yes.
from Argentina. As not only a coach, but a female athlete yourself, what do you see? Do you see anything in these two ladies that kind of stands out besides the dominance of Paola Longoria as a player?
Well, Natalia beat Guatemala.
And you were watching.
And
I
I
know.
was watching, yes, and it was an awesome match.
Correct. I mean,
So,
Gabby played out of her.
Gabby
She played
was
so good.
fighting every shot, and Natalia was just too much. So hopefully we'll get a great match, right? And be
Yeah.
able to see Natalia's best.
We're definitely going to get a good match. I'll tell you, some of the things that I see sometimes from a player like Paola Longoria is she plays, first of all, she's the number 1 women's player in the world. I mean, that's pretty clear.
Yeah.
Gabby, a world champion on the international stage. But Paola plays very intense on the pro tour. But when she comes to the international events, and this is an international event where her personal coach is not here. Coach Fran Davis is not courtside. But she's on the phone, and I know she's in the broadcast.
Yes.
So there may be some differences there. We don't know. As well as, there's a lot of pressure for her.
Of course.
When you're the best player in the world, you're expected to win.
Definitely.
And she expects to win herself, but she's going to have a fight here with Natalia Mendez.
If there's a space for beating Paola, I think this is the time, right? This is a good time.
Marie, I actually think you're correct. That's spot on. Well, ladies are on the court. Paola served first. Here we are. We're using the Gearbox Black Racquetball. They're the official ball of the IRF, www.gearboxsports.com. This is a very nice long rally, and and Natalia sends that sailing outside. That's point number 1 for Paola Longoria. So I'll give you just a little insights here, even though we're on the air. This is the actual camera feed. So if we can't see it, we can look here. This is exactly what everyone's seeing at home.
It's a great view.
And that skipped, and that one skipped in. Want to thank especially some of the broadcast sponsors, Zurich Foundation, Court Wars from Mania Athletics, presented by Williams Accounting, and as always, Planeta Racquetball. Want to thank you. Check them out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. So I want to thank them for their support here. This is the 4th semifinal match. This is semifinal Sunday here.
Yes, it is. Exciting Sunday for us.
Usually Sundays, you know, on the Pro Tours are all finals, but here we are on semifinals. This is a long tournament for these athletes. And we already have a nice rally and a 1-point lead by Paola Longoria.
Oh,
Paola
nice
doesn't
get.
make too many mistakes, Marie.
No, we know that.
It's a little loose play here and a nice winner by Natalia. So, I think she's appealing. So I think she was looking at her coach first, and there was no action there. I think she wanted to. So
it's a very interesting serve, this Natalia serve, right?
yeah, I was talking about that with Gary Mazeroff the other day. So she kind of starts, when she starts her serve, her body's kind of crossing that line. But the rule for IRF is when the ball bounces. So when that ball bounces, she's not in that area.
So it's
Paola thinks it was short right away. That hit the box. That's a replay. Anyway, so we're at 2-1 Argentina. There's a big setup for Paola Longoria. Pinches it. Natalia's right there. And that's skipped in too. Early lead here for Natalia. Paola's really just getting her feet under her. I think also this is the first time, we said this on the men's side, I think this is the first time that Paola has played on the championship court. 3 serving 1. Natalia serving still. Short. Paola gets herself back in the service box. So early changes so far, Marie. But you pointed out something pretty important, the awkward serve from Natalia Mendez. But Paola's seen it plenty of times. So she's just kind of learning to read it here in the venue. Nice little. Paola doesn't make too many mistakes. She hits the ball very low and very accurate.
Nice shot.
So once again, we're at the 20th IRF Racquetball Championships. I'm Dean Baer, and I'm going to clarify. I'm with Marie Gomar. I think I called you Maria before, so I apologize.
Maria in Spanish. The name is French, but there's nothing French about me, so
Nothing?
Maria is really good.
The Canadian, you can't talk to the Canadians then. You know.
I cannot.
Oh. Looked like a skip ball. Good pass there. That ball just touched the back wall, had no chance coming off. So, Marie, how many juniors do Guatemala have here?
We've got 15 junior players.
that are participating?
Yes.
That's fantastic. Now, if this was not in Guatemala, would all 15 of them be there?
Definitely not.
No, so
we
it
were
helps.
able to add like 4 more players because we were playing in Guatemala.
From a cost standpoint, that
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense.
Yes. And they were very excited to have that opportunity to play on, in a first world championship. For them, it's a big honor.
Correct. I mean, and it's in their home area, home country.
They've worked really hard, so that was a good way to be able to acknowledge the effort they've been doing, in the training.
Absolutely. Paola gets herself back in the box with a nice pinch, and after she pinched it, she pointed right to her head like, yay, I'm being smart, and not overdo it. 4-4. Cambio. Sí, cambio. This is my first time ever in Guatemala, so
You're getting some
really,
words?
I'm really enjoying it. Actually, I haven't seen too much yet. I've been at the club and the hotel, and and
Hopefully, you will get a chance at least to visit Antigua, which is a beautiful colonial city that we have here. So
yeah,
that's the least you have to look into.
I'm gonna hopefully try. I know a lot of the players from Ireland, they were all kind of done. They didn't have to play today, so they all went, because we were talking to them last night. There's that backhand slice serve again. Good grab off the back wall by Paola. I think the key to this matchup, Marie, would be for Natalia to win game 1. I think that's really... Paola plays a little bit different when she has game 1 in the lead.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, yeah. That's the one to look for.
She's immediately appealing a short serve. And we have the line judge trying to hear. 1 up, 1 down. That's an appeal used. She gets 3. And a timeout. Paola Longoria. We'll take a break, and we'll be back on the International Racquetball Federation.
It's all about passion. I think I don't have anything to prove anymore in the sport. At the beginning of my career, I wanted to be one of the best, but I have nothing to prove. I play with no pressure. I'm just enjoying every moment. But when people are cheering for you and stop whatever they're doing, their jobs, or to go watch you play, I mean that makes you feel good and makes you want to try it hard and give a good show for that people. I'm Alvaro Beltran. Get your M40 so you can play like me.
Welcome back, everyone. Dean Baer and Marie Gomar. We are in Guatemala City, Guatemala, the capital of Guatemala, and we are at the IRF Racquetball World Championships. The implications here is the winner will move on to the finals, and they will have their seeds set in the singles for the World Games in Alabama. Now, do you plan on going to the World Games?
I don't know yet, me personally. But this is a very interesting, it's a fun way that the tournament, the championship is happening, because we get to watch the players play every single position, they all have to make their
spot.
Their spot.
And it's important.
It's a personal spot, right?
Correct, absolutely. It's not a country spot.
It's not a country.
So you saw Jake Bredenbeck was playing against Ecuador before. I saw Team Chile, Carla Munoz playing against Canada for her spot. Their seeding is important.
Yes, USA versus USA. We're playing against each other as a personal.
Absolutely.
Even though they're here as a team.
Now, we want to remind everybody, coming up in the next couple of days after tomorrow's finals, we'll have 4 finals for you tomorrow. But the juniors start on Tuesday. So we'll have some of those junior matches for everyone also. The broadcast team will be here all week. So please send your support and love because we're going to be tired.
Yes.
But and I'll ask you if you agree here. What we're seeing now is we see a lot of the countries back supporting Mexico. Team Mexico's here. Obviously, the Argentines are here, as well as some of the Bolivians, because Natalia is from Bolivia. We didn't see that with the U.S. The U.S. delegates were here, but they really can't root. So the atmosphere was a
It was
tad
just a
bit
wait
different.
to see which
Correct.
one of the two, but it was USA versus USA, and that's always
Correct.
tough to be
But-
able to rooting for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
One of the-
tonight, the kids come back, and when the kids are here,
Oh,
the
this is-
energy is so different in
it-
the building. Love
yes, totally agree with that. It's a beautiful energy.
it. It's 8-5. Natalia is up 8-5, so we're going to fix that scoreboard for you.
Whoops.
Natalia serving with a side out. Look at that shot down the line. Fantastic way to read. Paola really read that serve well. Stepped into it on the forehand, ripped it down the line. Natalia can't get a racket on it. Paola gets herself back in the box to serve. And now Natalia did the same thing. So during that timeout, we saw Paola. She was sitting right in front of us clearly here on the phone. I'm sure she's with Coach Fran Davis, giving her the adjustments
guidance, yeah.
needed. Good pass right there. I know one of the things she's probably was telling her is hit the ball down the line, stop the pinches. Fran's favorite shot in racquetball.
Straight in.
Down the line.
Yeah. So what you were saying about having the juniors here, this is the very first time that we have that going on because of COVID and the pandemic.
Correct.
It's the first time that the juniors get to see, you know, a world championship going on while their championship is on. So it's a very special energy that we have here.
Correct. Paola's trying to appeal. There was a replay call. He's looking for an avoid. She's looking for an avoidable. Disagree, and I didn't
Agree.
see.
One up, one down. Yeah.
So one up, one down. That's another appeal used. I believe the czar of the anti-doping. That's 2 appeals she used already at Paola.
It should be 2, right? Oh.
It was 2. She already appealed twice, so she lost that appeal. That's just a replay. Beautiful shot with authority and emotion coming from Paola Longoria. And it's really good for like you said, for the juniors to see the adults. And it's got to be a little inspiring for the adults to see some of the juniors compete and know that they're coming for them.
Yes, they are. I had a lot of the Guatemalan junior players wanting to take pictures with all the known, you know, pro players. So
Yeah.
it's been a wonderful experience. for
Because
them.
when do you get them, you know,
Yeah.
right in your backyard?
Definitely.
Oh, that's a nice pass, but she got that ball. Wow, a poke into the corner and a skip. Point number 7 for Paola Longoria. 7 serves 8. So we'll fix that. Our production manager, Rafa Gatica, is slipping at the wheel. 7-8. Natalia came out of the box pretty strong, you know, at the start of this game. And she's really got Paola.
And that's what she's got to keep on doing because this is the game, right? This
Yeah.
is when it has to happen.
That was a mistake by Paola, and she knew it. She was banging on her leg. Get your feet set before you shoot the ball. I know that's exactly what she was telling herself.
And she's moved to the center now.
Yeah. Now, because she's going to do a Z, and Se repite is the
Se
call.
repite.
Marie, I'm getting my Spanish a little bit better every
Yes.
day.
And the accent is getting better too.
Well, I do work with Fabio a lot, my Spanish compadre.
Quiero aprovechar para agradecer a todos los espectadores de habla española.
The spectators like to hear Spanish.
No, the Spanish-speaking spectators.
Uh-huh.
I'm thanking them for viewing
Oh,
our
fantastic.
streaming.
That's
We
a,
appreciate
that's a screen
all.
serve.
Yes.
And I appreciate you coming by, lending a hand to the broadcast booth. Me and Gary had like 7 matches, and the first 2 were marathons.
He needed a break.
Yeah. He's taking a break, and I took the break for the USA game. Paola set up, goes to the other side, but it was off the back wall.
There goes another one.
There she
And
buries
that's
that in the
pinch.
corner. She's not going to miss that.
That's not one that she misses. ¿No cambió?
9-7. 7 serves 9. Timeout on the court. We'll take a break and we'll be back on the International Racquetball Federation.
The Colorado Springs Sports Corp brings top-flight events to Olympic City, USA. Each summer, more than 10,000 competitors gather to compete in the Rocky Mountain State Games. Spectators and competitors from around the world witness the prestigious Broadmoor Pikes Peak International Hill Climb. And the annual Labor Day liftoff blends the scenic beauty of Colorado Springs with an awe-inspiring collection of hot air balloons, music, and fun. To learn more, visit coloradospringssports.org.
Bienvenidos todos al evento que se está llevando en Guatemala, la ciudad. Es el campeonato mundial número 20 de la ARF en Racquetball. Estamos viendo el partido femenino. La ganadora de este partido estará jugando la final el día de mañana. Así que muy emocionante. También para informarles, la pelota que se está jugando es la pelota de Gearbox negra, que es la pelota oficial de nuestro patrocinador. Y las siembras, las posiciones que se logren en este campeonato serán las que califiquen para los Juegos Mundiales en Alabama el año entrante. Así que no solo se está jugando el campeonato mundial, sino que además las posiciones que se logren serán la forma en que estará jugando en el campeonato mundial en Alabama, en Birmingham, Alabama el año entrante. Así que un campeonato muy importante.
Well said, well said. I repeat that in English. Comes a setup for Paola. Nope, she has to go to the ceiling. Beautiful down the line. That's 9-9, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, want to thank Planeta Racquetball. Visit them on social media as well as the Zurich Foundation. And Court Wars, you saw that commercial. It's a pay-per-view event, should be really fun. Many Athletics, it's presented by Williams Accounting, so best of luck with them. Oh, Paola almost caught that. But a good, good rally. Side out, 9-9. Doubles coming up next after this match, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you tune in. Mexico versus United States. Alex Landa, Charlie Pratt will take on Javier Mar and Rodrigo Montoya. That's the next match up. Look at that shot down the line. You see how she stepped in? She had an open stance shot, blasted it down the line. It's so
Stuck
difficult.
to the glass.
But it's so difficult to take a shot down the line with an open stance. Paola does it the best. Natalia is extremely athletic, and clearly you can see she's got the tools, you know, to win this game and the match. Both players pinching right into each other. And where's the winner? Down the line. Just kisses the side wall.
Beautiful shot.
Doesn't come off the back wall. Point, Paola, 10. I think this is the first time she is leading. She was leading 1-0, so, but now 10-9. And now this is when Paola, what she does best, is when she gets the lead late in the game, she keeps her foot right on the gas and just handcuffs her opponent. Good get. 2-bounce get. I thought that was a 2-bounce get. I think it was a 2-bounce get. She's not appealing.
She's not appealing.
She thought she got it, but I think her entire Mexican team said no.
Don't go for it. Don't go for the appeal.
Out of midair. See how that was a difficult shot, and Paola just put it up to the ceiling, reset this rally. She's got Natalia right behind her. Anytime you have your opponent behind you, a pinch is the easy shot.
And we're seeing a lot more shots on the right-hand side because of the glass.
Forehand. Yeah.
And the glass, right?
Yeah,
so
what players are trying to do is they're trying to confuse each other, right?
Yes.
Now, how do you guys practice on this type of court? Because we talked, I think, the first night here. I think it was when Christian and Juan Salvatierra.
He was having a hard time.
He lost match point against the glass, and this is the court he plays on all the time.
I know.
That's difficult.
It's difficult because obviously we had the athletes playing as much as they could in this court because we had it here, but it's still difficult, and they're taking advantage of that. We can see that a lot more shots are going on that side. Because it's always difficult.
Yeah. That's a nice blast down the line for a side out. It's 9 serves 11. Natalia going back to that backhand. Rip down the line. I think she broke her strings. She knew instantly. The ball came right back to her. But it was short. Now players get an equipment timeout. She can come out on the court, as Gary told us. She can't get a drink. She can't change her gloves. She can't talk to her coach. And the referee's right there watching. So, Marie, the staff at this facility, first of all, we need to thank them because they did an amazing job, not only getting the place together, but every night cleaning up. That's no easy task. Got a lot of players here. And if anyone knows anything, racquetball players aren't the cleanest.
Well, we're very grateful to a group of volunteers. They volunteered from all over the sports team that we have in Guatemala and the National Olympic Committee.
So they're the guys that are helping are play different sports.
Yes, yes, they're from
Fantastic.
different federations, and so we're very grateful for all the help that they've been giving us.
And then
because
when
it's
they
a
have an
hard-
event here, you guys will help them
of course,
as
yes,
like a paper.
yes,
That's
yes.
great.
Yeah.
Love the camaraderie. Now Natalia Mendez is now in double digits. It's 10-11 on our scoreboard. And another timeout taken by, I think it's Paola Longoria. So she's taking a break, and we will too. We'll be back on the International Racquetball Federation.
It's all about passion. I think I don't have anything to prove anymore in the sport. At the beginning of my career, I wanted to be one of the best, but I have nothing to prove. I play with no pressure. I'm just enjoying every moment. But when people are cheering for you and stop their whatever they're doing, their jobs, or to go watch you play, I mean that makes you feel good and makes you want to try hard and give a good show for that people. I'm Álvaro Beltrán. Get your M40 so you can play like me.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bienvenidos.
Muy bienvenidos aquí.
Muy bien? Muy bienvenidos?
Bienvenidos.
Oh, yes, bienvenidos. Okay. See, you confused me a hair there.
Yeah, sorry. We're
That's
so
okay.
happy that I wanted to put the muy there, but it's actually not proper, maybe. But better
That's
keep
okay.
it short.
I'm from New York. I don't speak proper anyway. Another timeout. Paola was definitely on the phone with her coach. Natalia's coach is courtside. Paola looking to close out game number one. And you see, yeah, like you said, Marie, these players are definitely playing towards the glass. Well, here comes a backhand for Paola. Goes down the line towards the glass. Didn't come out. Sometimes those back corners are unforgivable. The ball goes in, just doesn't come out. So now 12-10. Paola 3 points away from taking game number one. See, Paola knew she was going to pinch. That serve was so good. And again, she uses the pinch extremely effective. Every time she's got Natalia behind her, that pinch
She goes for that pinch
correct.
beautifully.
Now, Marie, I've been watching. You've been standing in the front row a lot too, watching some of these players because it's not that often that you get to watch them
I mean,
up close and personal.
This is, a big opportunity to be able to see all these players. So even for me, it's something I want to take advantage of. So enjoying it.
Yeah, well, you were in Arizona at the women's and the men's pro stop. I do recall seeing you there. And Sandy Rios is here in the box, and she's saying you're one of the kindest, intelligent, fun, but not really that kind on the court. I think she's just kidding. And she's calling you her friend.
Sandy, my very good friend. I don't deserve those except maybe for the part where she says about the court. So, yeah, we're very good friends. And, yes, I enjoyed my time in Tempe and that beautiful campus. Wow,
it was very nice
with that. And I just got COVID, so I wasn't able to be at the U.S. Open, so I had this ticket that I had to use.
Oh, yeah, so you used
Tempe was a great opportunity.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
Good save. Paola resets the ball a lot. If she's uncomfortable with the shot, she's going to go to the top. That's something to take back to those juniors that you're coaching. And look at that easy kill shot, Paola Longoria.
Yeah, she's patient, right? And that's what they
game
teach
point
us.
for her coming right now.
Game point, yeah.
Yeah, you teach the younger kids, listen, everyone loves to kill the ball. We know that.
But there's a time.
But you don't have the opportunity. You gotta put it back up top and reset it and wait so that it's until it's there.
Yeah.
Now, timeout Argentina, and you'll see Paola is not coming out of the court. She's going to stay there. She's in rhythm. She don't want to break that. Natalia obviously wants to break the rhythm. Paola's kind of,
She's choosing to.
she's
show
doing her thing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's almost like she's doing a warm-up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and she's giving
And
herself,
she's ready for that
Yeah.
that game point.
she's
coming.
giving herself opportunities where? Off the glass, not with the backhand. She wants that ball in the glass. She's practicing. You know, she knows where she is on the court. This is her office. I'll tell you, I was very impressed with the play of Natalia Mendez yesterday against Gabby Martinez 2 days ago.
2 days ago, yes.
It was a great match. I didn't get to see Paola play yet internationally. She was on the other courts. So needless to say, here we are. Players are back on the court. We will.
Here we are.
First game point for Paola. Can she close it out on the first try? She's going to go with a hard Z to the forehand. And there, look, she's getting that shot with the backhand, and she puts it around the world. What a good pickup from Paola. Natalia thinks it's 2. And now we have a reset. Off the back wall, Paola skipped it in. I like that Natalia she forgot about the 2-bounce get. You know, sometimes a lot of players will look at the ref and hold up the number 2, even though they won the point. Natalia's just trying to stay there. She's like, I got to get some points myself.
She doesn't want this to end.
No.
Right now.
It looked like short ball.
Looked short.
Yeah, it hit the line. Big shout out to Kalani Lawrence for moving on to the finals. USA will be represented in the finals, and hats off to Rhonda Rasic. You know, she injured herself,
yeah.
but what she did, she went back in the court. She's got a doubles match later today, so that's something to watch also. But she's a fighter too. Down the line, theme of the day, especially when Paola's on the court. She uses the lines the best.
Game point 2.
Game point number 2. She's going to stick with that hard Z. No, she went right back to. See what she did there? She kind of set up the exact same way that she was doing that Z, and she threw it to the backhand. That was a phenomenal play. Oh, look at what Natalia did with that serve. What a return. Here's that round the world. And into the corner.
Pretty.
Game point number 3 for Paola. She's having a hard time closing it out. It's the toughest point, some people say. You know, there's a lot of pressure on your serve. There's a lot of pressure on that third shot.
Big stage.
Correct. A lot of people. Paola's used to that. I think so is Natalia. But there's more riding on it. Paola going with a different drive serve now. To the forehand. Here comes the setup in the corner.
The pinch.
Longoria. Game 1 in the books, ladies and gentlemen, 15-10. We'll take a break. We'll be back for the start of Game 2 on the International Racquetball Federation.
The Colorado Springs Sports Court brings top-flight events to Olympic City, USA. Each summer, more than 10,000 competitors gather to compete in the Rocky Mountain State Games. Spectators and competitors from around the world witness the prestigious Broadmoor Pikes Peak International Hill Climb. And the annual Labor Day liftoff blends the scenic beauty of Colorado Springs with an awe-inspiring collection of hot air balloons, music, and fun. To learn more, visit coloradospringssports.org.
Who passes the flag to William Bell from Birmingham. Give a big round.
Back, everyone.
Bienvenidos.
Bienvenidos.
Bienvenidos al
Correcto.
20 Campeonato Mundial de la
20
ARF. 20avo.
20avo?
Ajá.
Oh, that's 20th?
Yes.
20?
20avo. 20avo Campeonato
I
de
know
la
20
ARF
because I go to Starbucks. It's a
Oh, there
20
you go.
ouncer.
Estamos en la ciudad de Guatemala, capital del país centroamericano de Guatemala.
Okay.
Muy emocionados de tener este gran campeonato aquí desde hace muchísimos años. Estamos viendo el segundo juego de la semifinal femenina. Paola Longoria contra Natalia Mendez. Argentina contra México. Paola ganó el primero y ahora comenzamos con el segundo.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Number 1 versus number 4. Skipped in. The winner of this match will take on Keilani Lawrence from the United States of America.
So do you know when was the last time USA was in the women's finals?
I do not know
No?
that. No.
That would be interesting
That's a
to
Gary.
find out.
That's
Yeah,
a
we'll
Gary or
ask.
Todd Boss question. We'll
Or
have
maybe
the info
somebody
tomorrow.
in the audience.
Yeah, that's very good.
knows.
That's very good, Marie. If you know and you're watching, let us know. Paola's no stranger to the finals, that's for sure.
No.
It's a tough shot by Natalia Mendez from about 38 feet. She kills it. Short ball. Now, at the venue, there's food outside for everybody, for the staff and stuff. Now, is that coordinated through the event, or is it from the facility here?
It's from the facility.
So
yeah.
the facility has their own, because they have something like a
Oh,
kitchen
no,
in there.
Yeah, but we never have food. It's not allowed because it's a public venue.
Okay.
We're not allowed to sell food in the venue, but
Okay.
since this was such a big event, then we got, something settled there to have the athletes and the audience being able to get, food, lunch, and snacks. So this is something that doesn't happen usually.
Well, thank you for that, and hats off to the staff that has been working the food line. Also, they've been putting their hours in. That's for sure, and they're the same people.
Yes,
all meals.
The volunteers.
Wow, volunteers.
It's the volunteers helping out with that. Of course, the food service comes from a business.
place.
I mean,
Okay,
it's a private business. Yeah.
gotcha. Well, it's really, really good. I've been enjoying it all week.
Yeah, they've been varying the menu, right? Which is
Yeah.
nice.
So people are saying, pretty sure it's Rhonda in 2017. Thank you for that info. Look at that shot down the line. And another one by Paola Longoria.
0-0.
0-0. See the energy switched in the building? The kids are all here now.
Oh, wonderful.
They're all getting ready to play. Corto. Segundo.
Servicio corto.
Servicio corto.
Sí.
Service short. A good short hop from Natalia. Paola's got the hand up. She wants an encroachment. She's not getting it. Look at that. She's got Natalia running, zigging and zagging.
Back and forth.
Nothing you can do there. Very, very intelligente by Paola Longoria.
She didn't even risk it, She
No.
did a high pitch. She knew
Yeah.
it was good enough.
So I think we're going to have a medical timeout here. I think Natalia's in the back, and I think she's got a little bit of blood coming from her elbow. Might have been when she went from into the kind of the side wall there. Just for safety purposes, they got to clean that up. I want to thank all of you all day for watching racquetball. We're not done. We're about halfway done. We're going to have the men's doubles match coming up next. Mexico, Javier Mar, Rodrigo Montoya taking on Alejandro Landa and Charlie Pratt from the United States. That's going to be one semifinal. The other men's semifinals is going to be on a backcourt. And that's Bolivia, Conrado Moscoso, and Roland Keller taking on Colombia, Mario Mercado, and Andres Gomez. And then we'll have the both women's, the finals of the night here. The Guatemalan team's going to be here. Guatemala will be
excited
in the
for that.
Nice and easy. I mean, Paola tracks the ball so well. I'm kind of watching. I'm watching Paola off the ball. So when Natalia's shooting, I'm kind of trying to watch what Paola's doing, and she's always in great. She's got great positioning, and she tracks the ball. She knows exactly where that ball is going to land. How perfect of down the line shot was that?
Beautiful.
And it was about 8 inches high. No chance to skip.
Yeah, she knows exactly when to, put it all in, and when she can, just kind of leave it a little.
Yeah, as long as she puts
higher.
it in the best spot.
Yeah. She's got a great sense of where Natalia is going and where she is.
Good save. And a nice kill down the line.
Very nice.
We're at 3-0. Paola's in the lead.
Looks like Natalia is trying all sorts of serves, trying to find the one that might work.
Yeah, and Paola's adjusting very well. And I mean, that's kind of what Paola does. She really makes her opponent uncomfortable. Goes with a nice high lob. Oh, she made a mistake. Paola got it. She didn't get that one.
Well, we'd like to see more points coming from Natalia, right? We want
Yeah,
a closer match.
we definitely do, and you're going to see it because she's definitely going to make a push now. She just changed her serve. She went away from that backhand slice. So someone asked earlier if anyone else uses that kind of backhand serve. I know that Felipe Camacho from Costa Rica, he uses that a little bit too.
Which reminds me, Costa Rica in the finals.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's a big thing.
Look at that rally. That rally should have been won by Natalia Mendez, but Paola, she just dug deep. She got a ball she really shouldn't have, and Natalia left one up. And here we go. Paola. Wow, what a kill shot by Natalia Mendez. Another towel timeout. Going to have the towel staff, the cleanup staff. Those are all volunteers also?
Yes, they are.
So I asked you the other day about this facility. You said it's been taking about 7 years to complete.
More than that. More than 10 years.
More than 10 years?
From the first stone all the way to, we were able to use it with the first 4 courts. The first 4 courts were done in the beginning of 2020, January 2020. And then we've been able to, now we've got 9 courts and we still have
The other
more
one's
to
going to
go.
be done in about a week and a half, right?
Exactly, yeah.
But obviously they're not working on it while there's too many people here for them to work
We
on.
tried to have it ready for the Worlds, but it meant probably risking having people working while the tournament, you know, the championship
Yeah,
was
that's
already.
a smart move.
And so we didn't want the noise, the dust. It's a lot of dust.
And you
so-
really don't need the second champ. It's one of those things. It's nice to have, but it's not necessary.
Yes.
But and is it the whole complex or just the racquetball facility? Because I know they built a squash facility. I think there's a cycling facility that's right next door.
Ours was the last to be finished. I mean, squash had been finished like 2 years before ours. And now they're building the karate facility. So it's like a sports center that we're in.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's absolutely fantastic. So hats off to the federations, all the committees, of all the Olympic
Yes,
committees
the
here,
Olympic
getting this.
Committee, yeah. The
getting-
NOC is what's supporting. Gabriela Martinez had a big push after earning her world title.
Yeah,
So-
rightfully so. She did. You know, she beat Paola. That was a tough
Yes,
match.
And
I-
that brought, you know, a lot of enthusiasm for the Guatemala government to be able to finish the complex. So we thank Gabriela for that. And our president, of course.
Still 3-0, so they traded quite a few side outs. No points scored.
And by president, I mean the Racquetball Association president that always is pushing for.
Dr. Weir, right?
Dr. Weir, yes.
Paola taking her time. Goes with a jam, and it worked. Natalia couldn't chase it. She's not going to use that serve again. Now she's going to probably go to the right to straight backhand. No, she went to a regular Z. I guess the game plan against Natalia is the forehand is better than a backhand. Obviously, anytime you see a player serving with their backhand, one would assume
Yes.
it's her strong point.
But I'm amazed how many shots are going, and it's again because of the glass on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
So a lot of shots are a lot more than you would expect.
Short. Oh, mistake, Paola. She doesn't make too many of them. She left that pinch up just a little bit. Natalia was able to scoot around and run, catch it, and just tap it down the glass line, the right side, and Paola could not retrieve that one.
14 países participando en este mundial. 14 countries participating in this
Correct.
World
And 10
Championship.
in juniors.
y 10 en los juniors, los juveniles.
She's gonna get an avoidable there. I'm gonna appeal, and she is also. She's looking for just a replay. I think she's gonna win this one. Agreed. One up, one down. Appeal used.
The one on this side was
Yeah,
The
and,
one
and
that
he had the best view, so
he did.
he saw that there was room. You know, and the
she was moving
correct.
when
Look at that kiss off the sidewall. Helped Paola Longoria there. Down the line.
down the line. Pretty.
Again, not fancy. Just
She does the basics, right? She knows how to.
yeah. Players taking a break. We will too, Marie.
Okay.
We'll be back on the International Racquetball Federation.
Say it's all about passion. I think I don't have anything to prove anymore in the sport. At the beginning of my career, I wanted to be one of the best, but I have nothing to prove. I play with no pressure. I'm just enjoying every moment. But when people are cheering for you and stop their whatever they're doing, their jobs, or to go watch you play, I mean that makes you feel good and makes you want to try hard and give a good show for that people. I'm Álvaro Beltrán. Get your M40 so you can play like me.
Bienvenidos.
Bienvenidos,
Bienvenidos, mi amigos
mis
amigas.
amigos y amigas.
Y amigas. Welcome, everyone. We're back. Players are back, and we're ready to roll here. 6-0 lead for Longoria. Natalia doesn't have the answers just yet. Game one was pretty close, but Paola stepped and pulled away. No chance of getting that one. Very intelligent.
But a nice get.
Yeah. I mean, Natalia tracks it well, but
But it wasn't.
Paola's just putting the
good
ball
enough.
down. Perfect shot. Again, about 2 feet high. Going to bounce twice
Down.
before the back wall. No
Down,
chance.
Perfect down the line.
Here's a setup. This might be a little tough off the glass. Backhand down the line too. Point number 9. Paola seems to be cruising, Marie. Do you agree?
I totally agree.
So what do you do if you're Natalia? What would you do, or what would you tell like one of your students if you're in a game like this and you're being dominated this much?
Pace it, take time,
Slow her down.
slow her down.
Just kind of
You
stay
know,
focused.
Try to distract her a little bit, lifting the racket. That's what I would tell my kids, you know. Make her take an extra time in the serve. Even though Paola does take a long time with the serve.
Yeah, look at that. Double digits for Paola. 10-0.
Just got to try and distract her somehow, which is not easy.
Yeah, Paola's putting the ball just literally inches away from the longest reach for Natalia. This play got a little sloppy,
Yes.
and Natalia
Both
won
of
it.
them are hitting
Yep.
towards the center.
Paola usually doesn't make those kind of
Yeah.
shots.
Okay. She's in the box.
Looking to get off that big goose egg. Going back with the backhand just slice. It looked like it hit the line.
Oh.
Oh, got a Paola Longoria bounce, ladies and gentlemen. It hit the sidewall and just rolled.
And she was waiting for that point. It was a chance.
Short serve. Skipped in, point 11. no pressure has been put on Paola right here by Natalia in game 2. Game 1, she was all over that. She was really taking the ball to Paola, skipped again.
Skipping,
You see Natalia kind of steps and jumps and her feet are not set. So what Natalia's doing is asking if she has a timeout first. It's very good to do because if she doesn't have one and she asks for one and comes off the court, she'll receive a technical. She'll be at -1. She doesn't want to do that. Paola doesn't look like she's going to come off the court. We'll take a break and we'll be back on the International Racquetball Federation.
The Colorado Springs Sports Court brings top-flight events to Olympic City, USA. Each summer, more than 10,000 competitors gather to compete in the Rocky Mountain State Games. Spectators and competitors from around the world witness the prestigious Broadmoor Pikes Peak International Hill Climb. And the annual Labor Day liftoff blends the scenic beauty of Colorado Springs with an awe-inspiring collection of hot air balloons, music, and fun. To learn more, visit coloradospringssports.org.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Paola Longoria in the service box at 12-0. I'm Dean Baer. Joining me is Marie Gomar from Guatemala here, one of our hosts. So first of all, before we get to the end of this, personally, I want to thank you for hosting this event and for doing everything for me, because I know that you helped out a lot and you really made my stay already so easy. So thank you so much.
Oh, it's been my pleasure, my absolute pleasure.
Down the line again.
Again, yeah, that's
13.
13, yeah, 13-0. Paola Longoria contra Natalia Mendez de Argentina, Paola de México, segundo juego 13-0, dominando fuertemente México sobre Argentina.
Paola looking to finish this out. She's gonna let Natalia shoot. Front wall, side wall crack. That's a good shot by an overhand.
A ver si Natalia logra ese punto.
Yeah, I think you're gonna see her score a point here too.
De vuelta al servicio.
She's gonna serve to the forehand. Oh no, cut it back to the backhand.
Servicio corto.
So knowing Paola's coach, Fran, I'm sure Fran looked at Natalia's match because that was on the broadcast. Look at that rip across court. I know that Natalia's match was on the broadcast yesterday, so I'm sure Fran went over, watched it, talked about that serve, because there might be tendencies that Natalia does when she's serving to one side or the other. I don't know.
She's lost confidence.
Right now, yeah.
Look at that. It's
at
been
13-0.
Yeah.
Two bounce get. The game plan is definitely to bring the ball into that glass on the right side and to Natalia's forehand, because you can see it. Normally players would like to put a nice ceiling ball up into the backhand, and it's not happening. That looks like there's your point number one. Natalia, she's going to appeal. One up, one down. Appeal
Ahí
used.
está su punto. There goes the point. Oh.
Short.
Short again.
Yeah, she's not getting her serve in. That's what we saw with the Mario Mercado match before. Mario was not getting that first service in, and that led to his downfall.
And that's like Natalia's signature serve.
Wow.
She doesn't miss it very much.
Look at that little backhand
Wow.
pinch into the corner.
Incredible.
Love it.
All the way from the back.
Back to the very simple Z. Gets the shot off the back wall, set up. Paola point, Longoria. Match point, ladies and gentlemen. Number 1. I want to thank
Punto para
you all for
partido
tuning in.
número 1.
Match point number 1.
Yes.
Número 1.
¿Sí? Punto para partido número 1.
Okay. Let's see if she changes it up and just does a straight drive.
There you go.
Set up, pinch into the corner.
There we
Longoria will move on.
A la final, Longoria.
Yes,
Mexico.
she'll be in the finals. So,
Contra Estados Unidos.
Marie, how was your first experience in the broadcast booth for the IRF?
Dean, you made it easy for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm still trembling, but you make things easy for us here on the other chair.
We try as a team. We work as a team, and it's a long day. So I do personally thank you for stopping by. Again, thank you for your generous hospitality here in the city of Guatemala. The broadcast booth, we thank you for it. I know the players appreciate it. They may not say it, but I know they do. So
Well,
thank you so much. Ladies
you
and
very
gentlemen,
much.
that's a wrap. Paola Longoria takes game 2. She'll move on to the finals. We'll take a short break, and we'll have Paola Longoria in the winner's circle right here on the International Racquetball Federation.
It's all about passion. I think I don't have anything to prove anymore in the sport. At the beginning of my career, I wanted to be one of the best, but I have nothing to prove. I play with no pressure. I'm just enjoying every moment. But when people are cheering for you and stop whatever they're doing, their jobs, or to go watch you play, I mean that makes you feel good and makes you want to try hard and give a good show for that people. I'm Álvaro Beltrán. Get your M40 so you can play like me.
The Colorado Springs Sports Corp brings top-flight events to Olympic City, USA. Each summer, more than 10,000 competitors gather to compete in the Rocky Mountain State Games. Spectators and competitors from around the world witness the prestigious Broadmoor Pikes Peak International Hill Climb. And the annual Labor Day liftoff blends the scenic beauty of Colorado Springs with an awe-inspiring collection of hot air balloons, music, and fun. To learn more, visit coloradospringssports.org.
Who passes the flag to William Bell from Birmingham. Give a big round of applause. He'll give it over. Los Birmingham.
It's all about passion. I think I don't have anything to prove anymore in the sport. At the beginning of my career, I wanted to be one of the best, but I have nothing to prove. I play with no pressure. I'm just enjoying every moment. But when people are cheering for you and stop whatever they're doing, their jobs, or to go watch you play, I mean that makes you feel good and makes you want to try hard and give a good show for that people. I'm Álvaro Beltrán. Get your M40 so you can play like me.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, The finals, Paola Longoria from Mexico. You're going to take on Kalani Lawrence in the United States. First of all, congratulations. That was a well-played match. It kind of looked like you had a game plan. A lot of it was to the glass and to her backhand, her forehand. Was that the game plan?
Yeah, I spoke with my coach, Fran and Edson, and we do the game plan yesterday. I saw a little bit of the game of Natalia and Gabby before, like the quarterfinals, and it gives me a little bit of panorama because it's been a while I haven't played with Natalia, even on the tour. I never meet her, so I saw that she was playing good, and you know, everybody wants the World Championship, and I know she will battle there, and I need to come with a game plan that works pretty well.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that. Her backhand serve, was that a concern of yours going in?
When I saw her playing Gabby and she was putting a lot of cracks there, I was like, holy shit, I need to be careful with that serve. But I think, you know, it's different pressure at the end, and I was handling it pretty well. I was not trying to re-kill it. I know sometimes it was good and sometimes just go for the ceiling and try to make her the mistake, because that's kind of what it's racquetball. I try to force the other player to give you like a pre-setup, and that was the game plan. I feel pretty well on the court. It was like long wait for my match, but it kept me like on sharp to warm up and go and hit, and you know, kind of talk with my coaches, and it feels good to be back on the final for the World Championship.
Now, do you play different when you have your country on the back than you do when you're playing for, shall I say, cash?
No, it's not cash, because at the end it's like my passion. I love racquetball. People knows that I have a degree and a master's, and they already offered me a different job outside of racquetball, and I want to keep playing because this is what I love. This is my passion, and of course I want to thank all my sponsors that are right now here: Head, Sedena, Sub-Zero, RCs, Nike, Sefrate, Sanmi, and of course my family, because they really help me a lot to keep playing and do what I love. I want to thank the government of Nuevo León, Monterrey, that they pay my expenses to come here for the World Championship too, Laboratorios Tequis. So I really appreciate it, and it feels happy. Like, of course, your question, by the way, it's a little pressure to play for Mexico, because at the end you need to give the results, but it turns to a point when I really enjoy playing, and this is my passion, and when I don't put that pressure on myself, I play the same way I play on the tour. Like, I love it. Of course, everybody wants like to have the World Championship, but it's the more I fight, the more I want it.
There you have it. Paola Longoria in the finals tomorrow.